on the road tonight in Roane County, taking on the Kingston Yellow Jackets. Jim Freeman along with the head coach of the Cougars, Coach Justin Price. Coach, a week ago against Carnes, your team played a nice game. It just didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, and that you've heard it say that football's a game of inches, and just the way our players played is they played with great effort. We executed. And, when you get one of those games like that, it just comes down to a few plays. And obviously there are a few plays you'd like to have back. But in the end, it's one that you'll look back on and you realize that we became a better football team. That night we played probably one of our most complete games we've played all season. But, just a couple plays short, and those are usually the ones that hurt the most.
Coming off the Carnes loss a season ago, which was a heartbreaker, you got healed up pretty fast with Kingston, and that's who you face tonight.
Yeah, Kingston's a smaller school than we are, but I think they're 4-1 right now. They're usually one of a top 10 team in 3A football. So we know we're going to be challenged. We were challenged last year, but last year we were able to get up a lead early and keep that. I think it was 35-0 at halftime, and we maintained that lead throughout the game, and same score at the end of it. So we'll take one like that, but obviously going over there, which is I'm sure it's going to be a nice atmosphere for our team. Just looking at their stadium, it's kind of everything's kind of right there on you. So it's going to be an exciting atmosphere, and there's no doubt that Coach Pankey and Kingston will be ready for us.
This is a team that has a lot of tradition. Came in 5-0 a season ago against you, and you mentioned 4-1 this season. But the tradition is worth a lot, I would think, for a program that continues to keep that momentum going, and Kingston has.
Yeah, Kingston knows how to win, and at least the last year and this year, kind of watch them play. They've had some close games this year and found a way to win, and came up short last week against Sweetwater, who's got a really good team this year. So it's you're definitely going up against a traditional program that knows how to win.
With regard to your team heading into this game tonight, what are you looking for your offense to be able to do? I know we always say we'll take what they give us. What are you seeing on film that maybe you like about that you think you probably can do tonight?
Well, our offense has continued to play well, especially I say taking what they give us, whether it's in the run game, pass game, and we've been doing both very well. I think the one thing I kind of point out to. One thing I noticed on film was, Chattanooga Central and Carnes, both of those games we've had the ball either to drive down and score or drive down and win, or tied or to win, and we've not been able to do that. And it doesn't matter, but that's nothing our lack of playing or anything like that, but it's something, in those moments is when we need our best, and at times, we've done that, and in moments we haven't. So I think the key for us is when we have opportunities to go score points, let's go do it. Ideally you want to score every possession you get the football, and that's really going to be the standard for us every week. I think that's important. And you don't want to punt, you don't want to turn the ball over, you want to put points on the scoreboard. And I know those are kind of lofty expectations, but I feel like that's just what I believe we have the ability to do that, and so I think it's what we need to do.
The team played a good game against Carnes, maybe your best game of the season. Your offensive line, we've talked about this before, continues to mature and come along for you.
Yeah, they've done a really good job up there. We only have one senior starting and playing significantly right now, and Ben Russell at center. But Eli Dorton got the start last week at tackle and did a really good job. So that just provides depth for us up there. And so they continue to improve. Offensive lines, it's one of the toughest positions to play because all five have to be on the same page. They have to communicate up front, and they're doing a really good job right now.
Well, years ago, one of my old coaches said, we can maybe be out of place on defense and the play go the other way, we're okay. But on offense, it all has to work just like clockwork.
Yeah, you got to have all 11 people knowing what's going on for an offensive. Just one play, I feel like, to execute at the level it's supposed to. I mean, you can make some great plays, but if you want to be consistent and, like I was saying, score every time we get the football, all 11 players have to be doing their job and doing it well. And I think, for a lot of plays, we're doing that right now. And that's encouraging because we continue to improve and still think that we've not played our best. And, as you come to these last 5 games of the season, your best is going to be needed every week.
Defensively, what are you expecting tonight from Kingston?
They run a lot of different formations, kind of wing tee, but type philosophy, I guess, but a lot of formation. So the challenge is going to be make sure we're lined up pre-snap right. If they get in a set or a formation and we're not lined up right, it's going to make it easy for them. So I think that's key. Secondary linebackers and defensive line is making sure we're where we need to be to that formation, and the challenge, I think they got a pretty good athletic quarterback that can run and throw, and that's always a challenge when you play somebody like that has the ball every snap, that can run around or create things and extend plays. So we got to make sure that we stay where we need to, and then we have an opportunity to get a sack or make a tackle is make sure we do that.
Is this team a little bit like Lenore City, maybe more like Lenore City than anybody else you faced this season?
Yeah, I think so. They throw the ball probably a little bit more, but I think that type of offense is just kind of their philosophy of if we can control the game, control the clock, and that's what I think the key for us is try to get them off the field as quickly as we can, and then take advantage of our possessions on offense.
Let's talk about the health of your team. Here we are, 5 games in, a few bumps, bruises for everybody at this point in the season. Are we good to go tonight?
Yeah, I think so. Injuries are going to be a part of it every week, and and sometimes it takes. And I've said it before. Sometimes it takes more than one player to replace one person that gets injured. So, but we've had a lot of players step up and play some big roles on offense and defense and special teams, and I'm sure tonight will be no different. We're going to need anybody. Everybody's got a role, even if they're not on the field. They got a role on the sideline to encourage and cheer on the players that are playing. So, who's ever needed tonight I think they'll be ready.
This is one of your longer trips, maybe the longest trip of the season. What are the plans today to head down to Kingston?
Yeah, well, it's a 7:30 kickoff compared to the 7 of the last 2 away games. So, we'll have to leave as early because of the time, but, I think we try to get to games about 2 hours before kickoff. So we'll try to get there about 5:30 and do a quick meeting and get ready, and those last few hours go by pretty fast.
Oh, very quickly, don't they?
Yeah, well, fast and slow at the same time. You're ready for it to come, but it's you're ready for the game to get here and come and kick it off. But at the same time, it's there's a little bit of downtime there that you got to kind of wait, and but that's where you just maintain your focus and make sure and understand that we're here. It's that you're here to play a football game and to have fun and to go out and play the best we can.
Coach, we wish you well tonight. Have fun. We'll see you after the game.
All right, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Head Coach Dustin Price and his Cougars setting the take on the Kingston Yellow Jackets here in just a little bit. All the action on the WLAF Dulles Tire Shop Sports Network.